What it do, YouTube? I'm David Sexton. This is Sexton EDT, and today I'm going to be going over my current everyday carry backpack. The Nomatic 20 to 30 liter travel pack. This has been an amazing bag so far. It's going to be a little bit of a long-term review. I've been using it for over a year now. Had the version 1. This is the version 2. Made some improvements over that one. Wound up getting rid of that one using some other bags when version 2 came out. Got it on a pretty steep discount. It was 50% off. It's about a $300 bag. Got it for $150. Do not regret that purchase at all. Probably wouldn't spend $300 on it, but that's because I have a bit of a budget mind. Don't really like spending that much on bags if I can help it. Look for cheaper ways to get them. $150 was definitely on the mark for me with this one. We'll get right into it. It has a top compartment here, just quick, that far in, good bit of width. iPhone Max will fit in that guy. Has a wire pass-through that you can put a battery pack in and run it through and be able to charge in that. In fact, the entire bag has some little run-through units that you can charge in pretty much every compartment from this front compartment if you so choose to. It does come with a couple little accessories, at least it did when I bought it. Hip pack, still has the tags on them. I don't use that. It does come with a pretty cool glasses case. If you've got some sunglasses, eyeglasses, it's rigid. Fits in the little stretchy pocket right here. Again, I don't really use that either. One thing I did use for a while, but then didn't. It's got a little keychain attachment point here that falls back in there. It clips right in the inside. This is the main body, pretty deep. We'll get to this zip out point in just a second, but you've got, you know, the stretchies here. There's more volume on this right side. It would be to your left when wearing. These are a little bit closer, a little bit narrower pockets. This has got a little bit more volume to it. And then you have two zip pockets here that allow you to get a little bit of extra organization, and that's pretty much it when it's in this configuration. Again, there's the little pass-through point. Then there's another one over here that you can get to, but pretty neat little setup there so that you can charge your gear from this front compartment, which we'll get to right here. Nothing too big. You got gussets, so this doesn't fly all the way open. It does have a pretty natural little folding point here between this upper zip pocket that is RFID safe, so any type of cards or passports or whatever you don't want to get electronically scanned, this will protect you from that. There's a smaller little pocket here, some notebooks can go in, a couple more little stretchy guys there, and then this cool little pocket divider here where, you know, maybe a flatter notebook can go here, and then you still have the volume that goes there, and then you've got a couple pin loops here. Then the back part here zips out flat. They say it's TSA friendly, but I mean, when's the last time you've ever gone through TSA where you could leave your computer in your bag like this? That's never happened. But anyway, you've got a tablet and a laptop sleeve. It will hold up to a 16-inch MacBook. I know for sure. Don't have one on me, but I do know it fits in there. Then this tablet will hold a 12.9 iPad Pro, but not with the keyboard case, unfortunately. It's just slightly too narrow. And then you've got a cool little file divider here where you can put Chase Reeves business papers. But nonetheless, it's been a great bag. The biggest improvements to me over version 1 is this front. It looks a little bit more sleek. Of course, I've got some stains and some scuffs on it because I do use this daily. But the other one, rather than having the straight stitch here, it's kind of at an angle, had some geometric white triangle, made it look a little more childish in my opinion. I wasn't a fan of that aesthetic. This looks way sleeker, way more business friendly to where you don't feel weird coming into an office like that. But nonetheless, that's quick, down and dirty. The biggest thing that I loved with the improvement on this guy versus version 1 was the fact that the way that they did the zip out gusset, which I'll show you in just a second when we come back to the main body, when we put it in quote-unquote travel mode, but we zip these up. Stands up on its own, even with nothing in it. Such an underrated quality. If you saw my REI bag dump and review, I just love it when a bag will stand up on its own. When you set it on the table or you set it at your feet, you don't have to worry about it flopping over. Everything's accessible. You can get to it. You don't have to worry about propping the bag up on something or hanging it from somewhere. I just appreciate the little things, right? You know, just the little chef kiss moments, and that's one of them for me. The version 1 of this did not do it because of the way that the zippers were aligned. They used to zip around a different way, so the zipper set heavier at the top and kind of was a little more top heavy. But speaking of those zippers, the way that works is you start here and you zip all the way around like so. And bada bing, bada boom, this guy accordions out, and you get that much extra space on that main body where that little zippered mesh part was before. Now you can use that as a separator where you still have the same volume here as you did before, but now when you unzip this guy like this, you now have a whole extra 10 liters to put clothes or whatever, and then you also have like a little divider pocket here where you could put shoes or whatever you want to throw in there to separate it from the clothes. So good separation, good functionality, being able to use it both as a daily bag and then zip it out for some extra volume when you want extra travel space. So I have done plenty of flying with this, traveling with this. It works great for a weekend with my wife and my kids. I'll throw all my stuff and have a little extra room for their stuff, or if it's just me, I can usually get 5 to maybe even 6 days, almost a full week's worth out of packing in this bag if you pack right and don't take extra things that you don't need. It works pretty well. I'll show you what the purpose of those little blue zip ties are right there. It's just because if for some reason these zippers are in a situation where they're close to one another, I wanted quick visual access to which was the front zipper and which was not, because they can get kind of jumbled here, and it always seemed like I'd grab the wrong one first. So with it like this, I know the blue zip ties go to the front. I don't have to worry about which one to zip. Now, the one feature that I do miss from the version 1 was it had 4 zippers of the main compartment. So no matter which way you zipped up or down, you could leave the 2 bottom zippers and get to just the bottom, which is great if you had your keys in that little pull out, so you could literally have it on your back like so, rip it around and zip from the bottom, grab your keys and use it right here. Or, you know, for me, if you like to conceal carry or off-body carry or anything like that, something happens, you can get around and get to whatever self-protection method that you might be carrying with you. You know, that's not a big deal because you can zip both zippers down, but then that's where all of your zippers are to get into the main body. I liked having the ability to get in through the top and then still have the extra zip ability to get into either side from the bottom if I needed to. It's kind of a gee whiz thing. It obviously didn't break the bag for me, but it would have been nice to still have that functionality. But speaking of zips, one thing that the extra compartment does have, when you zip it out, there is yet again another set of zippers so that this thing can be completely clamshelled sideways for packing. Again, now this is the main body still. This is the extra gusseted part, so you can literally have all of your luggage, pack this in real tight and nice. Again, a little shoe sleeve or, you know, dirty clothes or just separation, and or it's got a little what do you call that, pleating, so that you get a little extra space in there. So all in all, this is a great bag. I can't complain, and trust me, I would if I could. But there's nothing to really complain about. You get, you know, extra volume to travel in, or you zip it up and you carry it as a daily carry. So great bag overall, and if it's something you're interested in, go get it. You won't go wrong. It's great quality. It's a great bag. If you're a type of guy that, you know, wants to go back and forth to the office or travels a lot, you can, you know, use it to travel. You get to the hotel, you take your clothes out, you put those up, you zip it down, and then now you've got your daily carry back and forth to wherever you're going. Literally one bag travel, because you can have your clothes and your day-to-day bag with you in one bag. So check that out. If you found use in this, go ahead and hit me a like, please. And if you're interested in this type of content or watching me improve as I go along this path of the YouTubing, go ahead and subscribe. And as always, live free or don't.